In this video, I'll be solving January 2020, Paper 2, Question 9. Part A. The circle shown below has center O and the points A, B, C, and D lying on the circumference. A straight line passes through the points A and B. Angle CBD is equal to 49 degrees and angle OAB is equal to 37 degrees. Part 1. Write down the mathematical names of the straight lines BC and OA for 2 marks. Now, in our diagram, you can see that BC is a straight line that connects 2 points on the circumference, B and C. So BC is a chord. OA is a straight line that connects the center of the circle to the point A on the circumference of the circle. So OA is a radius. So I'll write here, BC is a chord and OA is a radius. Part 2. Determine the value of each of the following angles. Show detailed working where necessary and give a reason to support your answer. Part A. X for 2 marks. Now in our diagram, this here is angle X. Notice here that OA and OB are radii of the circle. And we could see here that triangle AOB is an isosceles triangle. Now we know that in an isosceles triangle, the base angles are equal. So I could say here that angle OBA is equal to 37 degrees. Now we know that the sum of the interior angles in a triangle is 180 degrees. So I could say 37 plus 37 is 74. 180 minus 74 will give us here X. So I typed up this information here and I could write here that X plus 37 plus 37 is equal to 180. X plus 37 plus 37 here is 74. This is equal to 180. X is equal to 180 minus 74. X is equal to 106 degrees. Part B. Y for 2 marks. This here is angle Y. Now, BOD is a diameter of the circle, and diameters create semicircles. Now we know that the angle in a semicircle is a right angle, so I could draw in a right angle here. And we also know that the sum of the interior angles in a triangle is 180 degrees. So I could say 90 plus 49 is 139 and find the difference between 180 and 139 and get here Y. So I typed out this information here and I could write here that 49 plus 90 plus Y is equal to 180. 49 plus 90 is 139 plus Y is equal to 180. Y is equal to 180 minus 139. Y is equal to 41 degrees. Part B. The diagram below, not drawn to scale, shows the route of a ship cruising from Palm City P to Cape Town Q and then to Rivertown R. The bearing of Q from P is 133 degrees and the angle PQR is 56 degrees. Part 1. Calculate the value of the angle W for 2 marks. So this here is angle W. Now in order to find the angle W, I need to find here first angle NQP and then utilize the fact that the angle of a straight line is 180 degrees. So I could add up angle NQP plus 56 and subtract it from 180 degrees. So we know here that QN and PN are parallel lines and PQ is a transversal. Now, when a transversal intersects two parallel lines, what you have being formed are co-interior angles, and co-interior angles simply mean that they have a sum of 180 degrees. So I could say 180 minus 133 and get here angle NQP. So I'll write here angle NQP plus 133 is equal to 180. Angle NQP is equal to 180 minus 133. 180 minus 133 is 47 degrees. So I'm going to write in here 47 degrees, and we're going to utilize the fact that the angle of a straight line is 180 degrees. 56 plus 47 is 103, and we'll subtract 103 from 180 to get W. So I'll write here 47 plus 56 plus W is equal to 180. 47 plus 56 is 103 plus W is equal to 180. W is equal to 180 minus 103. W is equal to 77 degrees. Part 2. Determine the bearing of P from Q for 1 mark. Now, the bearing is always measured from where we are measuring from, and we are measuring from Q. So, the first thing that needs to be done is to draw a straight line from Q to P. This is already done into the diagram here. The next thing we need to remember is that the bearing is always measured in a clockwise direction from north. So I'm going to indicate here the angle through which the bearing is measured. So it starts at the north line and continues to the line PQ. So therefore, I'm going to add up 56 plus 77, and we know here that the angle of a straight line is equal to 180 degrees. So we add up these three angles and we will get a bearing of P from Q. So the bearing of P from Q is equal to 180 plus 77 plus 56. This is equal to 313 degrees. Part 3. Calculate the distance RP for 3 marks. Now on the diagram, this here is RP, side Q, and I will label the other sides they gave us. This is side P, and this here is side R. Now notice here that they gave us 2 sides and the angle between the sides. So we have met the criteria to use the cosine rule. So I'll write here that Q squared is equal to P squared plus R squared minus 2PR cos angle Q. So substituting into this equation here, we have Q squared is equal to 290 squared plus 210 squared minus 2 multiplied by 290 multiplied by 210 cos 56 degrees. Q squared is equal to, working out the right side on my calculator, I'm getting here 60,090.3. Now we need to find for Q, so we have to take the square root on both sides of the equation. So Q is equal to the square root of 60,090.3. Q here is equal to 245.13 kilometers.